You've heard me talk about the three pillars of metabolic health: building muscle by activating it, fueling it with enough protein, and prioritizing rest and recovery. And today we're diving into the most critical piece for this: strength training. This is what makes everything we've talked about come together. It's the key to long-term fat loss and a faster metabolism, and a stronger and healthier body for years to come. Let's be real, if you're not actively building muscle, you're losing it. Remember my story from day 14? Despite staying active, eating my protein, and trying to do what I could, I lost 5 pounds of muscle when an injury kept me from lifting consistently. And that's how quickly muscle loss can happen when we're not intentional about strength training. And as we age, this process only speeds up. If we wait until perimenopause or menopause to start, it becomes much harder to rebuild. But if you start now, you're setting yourself up for a stronger, leaner, healthier body, and one that works for you instead of against you for life. This is once again where we have to flip the way we think about fat loss. Like Dr. Gabrielle Lyon says, and this is not a direct quote, but she says, it's not necessarily the extra fat that's making us sicker. It's the lack of muscle. Think about that for a second. We spend too much time obsessing over how to lose fat, but the real problem is that we don't have enough muscle to support a healthy metabolism, because muscle is the foundation. When you have more muscle, your body burns more calories at rest. You process carbs better, and fat loss happens more easily. Without it, everything slows down, including your ability to burn fat. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn even at rest. By now, you should have that ingrained in your brain. And lifting weights improves insulin sensitivity. This means better blood sugar control, fewer cravings, and more stable energy throughout your day. Stronger muscles, stronger bones. As estrogen declines as we age, bone density takes a hit, which is your bone strength. We want and need strong bones as we age, and lifting weights protects against osteoporosis, which is the condition where bones become weak, brittle, and more prone to fractures due to a loss of bone density and strength. And lifting weights will protect you from these and keep you strong. It makes fat loss easier, more muscle, higher metabolism, and you burn more calories naturally. This means you don't have to keep eating less and less to see results. All the contrary, your maintenance calories can go up, like many clients of mine have achieved. If you don't have muscle, your body isn't working for you. It's working against you. And that's why strength training should be your top priority right now. And one of the biggest fears I hear from my patients, and let's be honest, you've probably felt this too, I know I did, because for years we were told the same thing: be as small as possible, and cardio is the answer. That messaging was everywhere in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And by now, you know it's completely wrong, but the fear of getting bulky still prevails. So let's clear this up. Building muscle as a woman is hard. It's extremely hard. Remember how it took me almost 2 years of consistent training to gain just 9 pounds of lean muscle while dropping from 30% to 22% body fat? That wasn't by accident. That was intentional, structured, and disciplined work. And guess what? I wasn't bulky. I was the leanest I've ever been. Women simply don't have the testosterone to bulk up easily. And if you do, you know who you are. Instead, lifting weights tones, sculpts, and defines your body in a way that cardio will never do. So what actually happens when you strength train? You burn fat while maintaining muscle, leading to a leaner, more toned look, which is what we want. You increase your metabolism, so your body burns more calories all day long. You become stronger and more defined, avoiding the dreaded skinny fat look that often comes with only doing cardio, because excessive cardio breaks down muscle, leaving you with a higher fat to muscle ratio and a softer appearance. So think of muscle as your body's engine. If you want to burn more fuel, aka calories, you need a bigger engine. Lifting weights isn't just about looking good, it's about setting yourself up for long-term metabolic health. Stronger engine. And so how do you structure an effective strength routine? You do not need endless workouts, just consistency and a strategic approach. If you're starting out, here's how to do it right. Start with compound movements, like primal essential movements, and maybe add a light set of dumbbells, like maybe 5 pounds, maybe 10 pounds. Meet your body where it's at and focus on form and not speed. Maybe some squats, some deadlifts, some presses. I've linked a cheat sheet for you to look at, so make sure you use it, as well as some videos. Second, train 2 times a week to build a solid foundation without overloading your body, maybe Mondays and Fridays with enough rest in between. And third, progress gradually. Increase weight, reps or improve your form over time, which is known as progressive overload. This is key. And fourth, fuel your muscles. Muscle growth requires protein. Remember days 5 and 9? Aim for 30 grams of total protein per meal at least, or better yet, 1 gram per pound of body weight to support proper recovery and body recomposition. Fifth, prioritize sleep and recovery. Muscles grow when you rest, not in the gym. Sleep, walking, and stretching can help repair and get them stronger and recover faster. And so start small, stay consistent, and your body will reward you. Now, let's flip this a little bit. What happens if you don't strength train? Muscle loss, which equals slower metabolism. You burn fewer calories at rest, making fat loss harder. Increased risk of insulin resistance, which means more blood sugar spikes and crashes, leading to more cravings and energy dips. Weaker bones and joints, higher risk of fractures and injuries as you age, and more fat gain over time because your body has less muscle to support a healthy metabolism. This isn't only about aesthetics, it's about quality of life, staying strong, energized, and metabolically healthy for decades to come. And there's solid research backing all this up. A 2017 study published in Obesity found that women who did strength training lost more fat and preserved more muscle compared to those who only did cardio or dieted. And a study published in Diabetes Care found that postmenopausal women who combined resistance training with aerobic exercise saw significant improvements in insulin sensitivity and greater reductions in abdominal fat compared to those who only did cardio. And remember, aerobic training is that zone 2 heart rate range. So this shows that lifting weights doesn't just make you stronger, it helps your body process carbs better, regulate blood sugar, and prevent fat gain, making fat loss easier and your metabolism more efficient as you age. So if you want to burn fat, eat more, and stay strong for life, strength training is your way. By now, you see the bigger picture. Muscle isn't just about looking fit, it's your greatest asset for long-term health. Strength training paired with protein, rest, and recovery makes your body work for you, even when you're resting. So today's action plan: download your strength training guide. It includes a beginner and an intermediate example, and choose the one that fits your current level and start from there. Meet your body where it's at. I've also linked a video for each workout for you to follow along if you'd like. Keep improving your weights as you go. Maybe you add a little bit more weight on a monthly basis, and always feel your body and see how you're feeling. Commit to lifting at least 2 times per week. If you can do 3 or 4, even better. But prioritize recovery and fuel your body well. You have to make sure you're resting properly in between these days. Start where you are, stay consistent, and watch everything from this challenge fall into place. You've got this. I'll see you tomorrow.